Sunday morning, welcome to the last wintry edition of Weekend Recharge, at least on the calendar. Can't promise no snow. I'm LaRosa.
And I'm Paul Goodlow. In just a few hours, we'll close the books on what's been one of the weirdest and wackiest winters we've ever experienced.
That's because winter was missing in action for most of the season. It didn't really show up until its final week.
Yeah, people had to deal with a winter not being
Appetite for all of that, my goodness. And Kelly's mom, she didn't mean it. She didn't mean it. Forgive her. You're still the great cook. All right, let's talk about the next system that's coming in behind this that's actually going to bring stormy weather, not snowy weather, places like St. Louis, and timing it out tonight into tomorrow. So looking overnight rumbles of thunder. If you have to get up later in the day, this might be your early wake-up call with some lightning and thunder and leftovers for the morning drive. It's a cold front, but you see how it's situated, kind of elongated out here. So it's just kind of going to take its time. It's not really biting cold air behind it and tearing through portions of the Mississippi River Valley on its way to the south. Regardless, there's enough there that we've got some moisture to work with and the boundary, so there is that threat for some showers and some thunderstorms along it and ahead of it. So tonight, some showers and thunderstorms that'll be going on towards St. Louis, even outside Chicago and in towards Fort Wayne. In fact, some of these may be packing a little bit of a punch in the form of some hail. So there is a threat on the low side, but regardless, you may hear some of that pitter-patter from that. Davenport, Chicago, Peoria, and Des Moines, you're in that threat area. So we'll keep an eye on that. By tomorrow, some of the storminess into Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Charleston, and Lexington before we see some southward movement of that threat Monday night into places like Knoxville and Louisville. Paul? So cool, so cool. All right, not cool, some of the temperatures that we have out here for the first day of spring across the country. 92 in Phoenix, you continue your 90s, 86 in Dallas, 64 in Charlotte. Some cool showers along the Great Lakes, northern Ohio Valley, and into the west. Now, looking at the next few months, what are we looking at? This is a probability map, not a temperature contour, but it looks like higher than likely that you're going to see above average temperatures across parts of the south and the southwest, all the way into the northeast and New England. And as far as precipitation, again, this is a probability outlook. Higher likelihood of above average precipitation for the northern Rockies, the northern plains, parts of the Midwest, and also along the Gulf. What did that, 30 seconds to kind of zoom in and watch the process? I sound like a dork, but that's just so cool. That is really, really cool. Thank you for sharing with us, by the way. All right, it is 1:30 as Weekend Recharge rolls on. I'm Maria LaRosa.
And I'm Paul Goodlow. So we may be officially done with winter in terms of the calendar, but it's not quite done with us, or is it? In fact, this season still has...
Sean Swarner joins us now in studio. Sean, great to have you here. Amazing story. You could have stopped at cancer survivor, but no, you keep going, and your story's amazing. But bring us up to date now. You're heading to the North Pole. How did this all start, and how is it all linked to raising money for...
I decided to climb Everest and be the first cancer survivor to climb Everest, and I wanted to use that as this proverbial platform.
I mean, it's grueling training for anybody. How did you could see temperatures 20 below zero? How do you begin to prepare for the extreme temperatures?
Now, on average, I'm hoping it's going to be
from the top of the world. You're making a documentary about your journey. Tell us a little bit about that. And
pushing forward. So True North is going to be something that's really obviously I'm very passionate about it.
And along with bringing viewers along with you, you mentioned bringing this flag with cancer survivor names or people who have done that in their honor. Tell us a little bit about. And I added my dad's name to the flag. He is an 11-year cancer survivor. Sean is so inspiring. Hopefully it inspires people out there right now.
And you're telling me he has only one functioning lung, and he's climbed Everest.
He's amazing.
I mean, it's hard enough to climb some stairs in Colorado skiing, let alone climb Everest with one lung. So it's an amazing story, an amazing strength he has.
All right. He'll be starting his